Years rolled by. Seasons changed. The little boy who once swept floors in Aunt Grace's house had become a man whose name shone across nations. Dr. Tunde Collins, now a celebrated mathematician and education reformer, stood on the stage of an international conference in Geneva. Cameras flashed, journalists murmured, a massive screen behind him displayed the words, Keynote Speaker, Dr. Tunde Collins, Founder, Light Academy International. He spoke calmly, confidently, with the poise of one who had walked through darkness and found light. Mathematics, he told the crowd, isn't just about numbers. It's about patterns, the same patterns that connect struggle to success and pain to purpose. Thunderous applause followed, but inside, Tunde remained the same humble boy from Igbogun, grateful, grounded, and guided by his mother's prayer. After the conference, he returned to Nigeria, refusing bodyguards or limousines. Instead, he drove himself through the familiar dusty roads of Igbogun, the same roads that once trembled under Uncle Richard's jeep. Only this time, the air carried a different kind of excitement. The villagers shouted and sang as he stepped out of his vehicle. Drums rolled, flutes sang, and the air vibrated with joy. "Uncle Tunde don't come back again, oh!" children yelled, running behind him. He smiled, handing out candies, just as Mr. Collins once handed him hope. The new Light Academy towered proudly at the edge of the village, painted white and gold, surrounded by blooming flowers. Inside, children read under solar lights, their laughter echoing through wide, airy classrooms. Tunde walked through the hallway slowly, touching the desks, greeting teachers, watching faces full of curiosity and dreams. He turned to the crowd gathered outside and spoke. "This school isn't just a building. It's proof that destiny can rise from dust, that the child they once mocked a village boy can light the world." The people cheered. Later that day, a familiar figure approached slowly through the crowd. Uncle Richard, now older, his hair streaked with grey. Behind him was Aunt Grace, her eyes full of tears, and Ella, all grown up and smiling brightly. For a moment, silence fell. Then, Aunt Grace stepped forward, trembling. "Tunde, I wronged you. I can't undo it, but I see now what God saw in you all along." Tunde smiled gently. "Aunt Grace, if you didn't test me, I might never have discovered my strength." She wept, and he embraced her, wiping her tears. "You are forgiven," he said softly. "Light shines brighter when it passes through darkness." Uncle Richard's voice cracked as he spoke. "You have made our name great, son. Your father will be proud." I only walked the road he started. That evening, as the sun set over Igbogun, a black SUV pulled up at the school gate. Out stepped an elderly Mr. Collins, now with silver hair and a walking stick. Tunde hurried to meet him, kneeling respectfully. "Sir, you gave me the chance that changed everything." Mr. Collins smiled, placing a trembling hand on his shoulder. "And you gave that chance to others. That's what makes you greater than me." They stood side by side, watching the children play football in the courtyard, their laughter ringing through the air like music. Night fell gently, the sky glittered with stars, and the school's lights glowed like fireflies. A large banner waved in the breeze. Light Academy, where wisdom defines destiny. Tunde stood before the school, gazing at it with quiet satisfaction. A camera crew filmed as children gathered around him. He raised his hand and spoke his final words for the documentary crew. "I learned that life isn't about where you start, but how far you're willing to grow. Your beginning doesn't define your ending. Wisdom does." The children clapped and chanted joyfully, "Uncle Tunde, Uncle Tunde." He looked up at the stars, hearing once more his mother's voice echo in the wind. "May your wisdom shine brighter than the sun." A gentle smile spread across his face. The camera zoomed out, capturing the school, the glowing lights, the children, and the man who had turned hardship into hope. The screen faded slowly to black, and the words appeared, "Dedicated to every child who dares to dream." The end.